should line up as long as your camshafts are in properly. What I'm doing now is do the final adjustments for the cam gear. So this timing mark here should mark up with the line there, and the other one as well. So we're going to plug this in. Now this can go only one way because there's a notch that goes on the cam gear. We're going to make sure we go in nice and smooth. We don't force anything there. Line up the notch. There we have that, that's all the way in. We can do the same thing with the exhaust side. Line up the notch on the gear with the camshaft, wiggle it in. Alright, we're going to check the torque specs on the cam gears now. So that's anywhere from 10 to 14 foot-pound. Now when you're torquing down the cam gear, make sure you hold the camshaft with the adjustable wrench there, just so it doesn't rotate when you're trying to torque it down. That's there. So both of them are torqued right now. As you can see here, we're off with the alignment, so we're just going to rotate it a little bit just so we mark up the lines, and that way we can start putting our timing belt. So that's there, and this one needs to turn a little bit this way. That's it. So now we have the top camshafts aligned. As you can see, the dot with the line, the dot with the line. We're going to take out our pulley here. Now we're going to install the timing tensioner, adjuster, and the timing belt itself. I'm going to give it one last wipe here on the plates. And we're going to get our Tomei timing belt kit. So we have Tomei belt, we have OEM upgraded N1 timing belt, tensioner, and timing belt adjuster. So we're going to put that here. That spring we're going to need. And that's pretty much it for the box here. So this was fully assembly. Alright, so we're going to go now and check our specs for timing belts. I'm going to search timing belt removal and installation. Alright, so we have long bolt with the washer, goes on the idler. Let's see where are the old ones here. So we have that here. Then we have these washers that go in there. We're just gonna put these here for reference. I'm gonna open up the new ones. That's a new one there. And we have our spring. Make sure whenever you're doing timing belt jobs, replace everything, don't cheap out, because if one thing stops, you're gonna have to redo all this again. So I'm gonna put that inside there. Right, so that's there. This is here. We're gonna clean that up. There's a washer there as well. Don't forget that. So this is gonna go over here. We're gonna check the torque on that one on the idler pulley. So the washer, idler pulley, and so the bolt is 32 to 43 foot-pounds. We're gonna go 36. I'm gonna put a little bit of Loctite on it just to make sure. All right, so that's torqued. It's in there nice. Nothing is grinding. All right, so we're gonna do the timing belt right now. We have the Tomei Racing timing belt. I have my Allen key here that I'm gonna use for tension. I'm gonna start with the bottom first, make sure this is lined up with that pulley there. Now that we have all this lined up, I'm gonna get my tensioner here. Just release a little bit of tension. So what I'm gonna do to hold the tension on the tensioner, I'm gonna go as much as I can. Get a zip tie here. So there we have it. I think that should be it. That's lined up, this is lined up, and the bottom one's lined up. Now what I'm going to do before closing everything is I'm just going to put the nut through and spin it a couple times just to make sure we are good before closing everything up. So I'm going to go 2 full spins. So we have this mark lining up, we have that mark lining up, and that mark lining up as well. And torque this one down to 36 foot-pounds. So we're done there. What I'm going to do next is put the timing cover on. .2 to 3.6 foot-pounds, so that should be just by hand. That should be it. That should be it, and that's it. Next, we're going to put the timing belt plate, and we're going to put the key in. And we're going to install the pulley. Just going to go to a mallet. Alright, so the timing is done. What we're going to do next is put the cam angle sensor bracket. That's going to go here. So the bracket is crank angle sensor bracket, 15 to 20 foot-pound. So right now I'm going to start putting the valve covers. I'm going to clean them up, and then I'll put the new seal, tap that in place, and we'll see what's next. Just did the first side of the valve cover. I'm going to do the other side here. So I like to start from the front. So we're going to plug that in here. So before I put the valve cover on, I'm just going to get my moon plug and get a little bit sealant. I'm using Nissan fluid gasket, and I'm just going to go on the inside here. What I'm going to do right now is torque it down. I have it set at 2.9 foot-pounds, I believe. And you want to work inwards to outwards. Pretty much there we have it. Everything is torqued, the head is on. Installed the rear main seal housing and the rear main seal, the new one as well. The oil, I guess filter housing or relocation. I installed the thermostat. I'm going to install the intake gasket. This one here. So there we have that. Next we have the individual throttle bodies. So there's 3 on each side. We can do that once we install that. We're going to go on the exhaust manifold side now and install these gaskets. It only goes really one way. You can't mix it up. So that goes there. Alright, so I just put back the throttle body base, and now I'm going to put the actual throttle bodies. Make sure you use the gaskets that come in your gasket kit. Those are for the throttle bodies that go here. There should be 6 of them, 2 over here and 2 on the other side towards the intake plenum. And yeah, this thing is slowly starting to build up, and I'm pretty excited. So let's get working on it and see how much more we can finish off.